Hey guys, happy Sunday afternoon. I guess some of our viewers, it might be Monday morning where you guys are, but it's still Sunday afternoon here in Missouri. So I wanted to go and we are just going to kick right off and begin the recreation of the November Stamp of the Month card. So we did this the last couple months and it was totally fun. You guys know in Close to My Heart World, we have a campaign every single month and it's called Stamp of the Month. Now this is a I'm going to quickly go through this just in case we have any viewers that have never seen our broadcast, or they might be stumbling across this video and you guys are not aware of the promotion. But we have a promotion called Stamp of the Month, and it means that if you purchase $50 from our Close to My Heart website, mine happens to be susanwilliams.ctmh.com, you can then buy the November Stamp of the Month for only $5. Now, it's originally $18.95, so you have a pretty significant savings that you get whenever you place the order of $50, but you can add it for $5, and this one is quite darling. It's called Seasonal Trees, and the examples, the artwork in the idea book shows it used on some scrapbook pages, but since they showed it on a scrapbook page, I wanted to show it on cards. So I wanted to show you guys how to create some really cute designs on some greeting cards. Now, in my world, in the Studio Sue's world, when my customers get the Stamp of the Month for $5, they also are going to get a free pre-cut November Stamp of the Month kit from me. This is going to ship directly from my studio to your mailbox, and it's going to come with the rest of your Happy Mail. So you guys know that anytime you place an order with me of any size, my customers will receive what I call Happy Mail, and they're just surprise gifts that I send to you just to brighten your day and thank you for your business. But the bigger the order, the bigger the Happy Mail you're going to receive. So if you grab the Stamp of the Month for $5, you're also going to receive one of these pre-cut kits with your Happy Mail. And I've done all of the hard work for you. I have pre-cut every single one of the pieces. I've packaged them up into the card bases and envelopes for you. You have all of the pieces already pre-cut for you and sorted out. I even have pre-cut all of the thin cut tags for this particular kit as well. So really the only thing you guys need to do is grab your brand new stamp set, the few tools that are listed in the supply listing over at the blog post, and you're ready to get to work. So you have all of your pre-cut pieces, you have your portioned out embellishments. It all comes shipped to you in this little cardboard mailer. So you're going to receive this to your, good morning, Jane. Thank you so much for hopping in, darling. You guys are going to receive this in the snail mail, and you're going to receive the emailed files in your inbox, your email inbox. So you guys are going to receive all of these files in your inbox. These are the assembly photos so that you very easily can just take those pre-cut pieces and put them together, similar to what you would a puzzle when you're placing a jigsaw puzzle together. It also has the recipe dimensions down here if you want to create a few of individual of the cards. It gives you all of the, morning Karen, gives you all of the measurements for each of the cardstocks and papers, and makes it really easy to recreate these, maybe using different papers and that type of thing. Now, if you guys want to recreate many cards, you also can use the cutting guide that I provided for you. And this particular cutting guide will use the half of the package of any standard paper collection, or the seasonal mix-ins, which is a half of a package already, and it will actually create 40 cards. So you guys could very easily like grab your favorite Christmas paper and use this cutting guide and butcher up all of these cards and have 40 Christmas cards, or birthday party invitations, or whatever you think you might like to do with it. But keep these. You were surprised to get your Happy Mail this week, and oh, I'm so glad you did, Joan. I'm so glad. I am so grateful for the business. Thank you so very much. I really am grateful for all of you guys, and it just blesses my heart to give back. It blesses me that you guys appreciate it. So thank you for saying that. But I do encourage you guys, when you earn these cutting guides, you guys can very easily just like 3-hole punch them and stick them in a binder so that you can go back and refer to them later. Also, with every $25 that you spend on my shopping website, you're also going to earn a cutting guide for one of my great big workshops. So you could grab a scrapbooking workshop, or, hey Shannon, grab a scrapbooking workshop or card making workshops, and you can request those files from me and I'll send them right over to your inbox. Punch them out, put them in a binder, have them for any time that you need them. But when you guys qualify for the Stamp of the Month for $5, you know that means you placed a $50 order. So not only are you going to receive all of these free goodies regarding the Stamp of the Month workshop, but you're also going to receive your choice of 2 of the emailed workshop files as well. So it's like free stuff all around for everyone. That's kind of how I roll, and I love that. So, a lot of options regarding the emailed files, guys. And if we have any Close to My Heart consultants who are listening who are interested in using this kit for their own business, the blog post is up. It's over here, justcrazyblessed.blogspot.com. It's actually the newest post, or you can find all of the Stamp of the Month listings over on the left sidebar. So just click on that photo and it'll take you to the original post. And you guys will see at the very bottom that link where you can purchase the files only if you would like to do that. So, so we are going to continue doing in November what we did in October and September and August, and it was a stinking blast. I'm going to show you guys the original cards, okay? These are the original cards that if you guys grab the Stamp of the Month for $5, you're going to be able to create all of these cards with that little kit that I'm sending you, okay? You're just going to need your inks and a few tools, you know, your blocks and that kind of thing. So, I think they turned out super duper cute. We used the November Stamp of the Month, and we also, I don't normally do this, but I used an outside additional stamp set. I used this stamp set that's called Just a Little Something, and you saw it in the video yesterday as well. We're going to be using this stamp set all month long. So if you guys don't have this in your stash already, you're probably really going to want to grab it. But it has really great sentiments on here, especially the sentiments that are fun to use with all those interactive features and the pull tabs and that type of thing, especially that really fun holiday treat container that I showed you guys yesterday in the video. Hey, Alicia. Oh my gosh, thanks for tuning in, darling. I hope you and Chance are having a good afternoon. But this is the stamp set that I incorporated with this kit. Now, if you guys don't want to grab this stamp set, you can just use another really small sentiment stamp if you have one of those that you would rather use. But this fit absolutely perfect because, as you guys know, the November Stamp of the Month did not have any sentiments. And so since we were using it for cards, I really wanted to have sentiments available. So we grabbed this Just a Little Something. So that is where you guys are going to see all of these really fun sentiments throughout when I'm showing you these cards. But I think they turned out really super duper cute, and I'm not going to take a long time going through them. But we are going to, like we've done the last few months, we're going to recreate all of these. And so I'm going to show you guys some additional really fun techniques, different things you can incorporate into these cards so that when you guys get the kit yourself, I'm actually using the very same cutting guide. I'm just going to probably change up the papers. And that type of thing. We might change the orientations of the cards. This is the one we're recreating today, but we're going to add some different things just to jazz it up a little bit. But I want you guys to be able, when you grab the Stamp of the Month files, I want you guys to be able to recreate all of my recreations that I'm going to show you guys this month as well. Okay, so this card, as you guys can see, this is the one that we're recreating today, and I bet you don't know what this is until I hold it closer, right? You probably can't see with my lighting. Can you guys see that little heart in there? That is the colored sugar that I showed you guys how to color. Oh gosh, it was probably a few weeks ago, but the video is right here in my business Facebook page that you're welcome to go back and look at. But we just took white table sugar and we dyed it with our Close to My Heart re-inkers. And I did not, I kind of made my own shaker window, and we put the raspberry sugar underneath there, underneath the tag. Anyway, I'll show you guys how to do it. It's so super cute. But what I want you guys to know is that these cards that I am recreating, you're absolutely going to be able to use the same cutting guide and get the same type of look should you want to recreate them. So it's kind of like getting 10 cards instead of 5, learning how to create those. So this is the one that we're going to recreate today. Of course, this is the original. And it uses the seasonal mix-ins paper collection. And the one we're using today uses a portion of the seasonal mix-ins, the wood grain over here. And then this is from the Oh What Fun paper collection, which is my favorite. Oh, you got your Happy Meal, Yvonne. Perfect. I'm so glad that you like it, sweetie. Thank you so much. You guys bless my heart. I'm glad that you appreciate it. Because I love to give back to others, and I love it that you guys are grateful for it as well. So thank you so much for letting me know. I am so grateful. So we're just going to go right on in and start on this card, you guys. I am going to peek up here and crack my window a little tiny bit. It is a little bit warm in here. I'm absolutely going to have to close that here in a little bit as well. So that will not be my last interruption. Okay. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're just going to go right ahead and put the bottom portion of the card together just like we normally would. And then we're going to go in and I will show you guys how to do all this little extra fancy schmanciness going on here. So hang on just a moment. Let's see if we can like get this. Maybe we need to have our camera up a little more. I'm not really sure why we have this issue every time I turn it on, but you know, whatever, we're gonna roll with it, right? Okay, so pre-folded card base, and we're gonna grab our journaling pen because y'all know that is how I roll. So this is the part that's like watching paint dry. It is not snowing in Minnesota, Jill. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. It's like, it's not, I mean, is that even okay? That's really not even okay, is it, to have snow this close in November? Holy cow. Oh my gosh. We were just in, Randy and I were just in Iowa the other day to pick up a basement. You guys know, I've told you before that he pours basements for a living, and we have a distributor up there in northern Iowa. In fact, it's about an hour. Google said it was an hour and 15 minutes from the Minnesota border. So it's in very northern Iowa. But I swear to goodness, it's like the coldest place on the planet. I'm not even kidding. I have never... we could be 50 degrees in Missouri, and you go up there to Iowa, and it's like 15 below. So cold. And then I talk to my friends in Canada, and they're like, oh, yeah, it's like 50 degrees up here. It's got to be like the coldest place on the planet. It is just ridiculous. And we just knew when we went up there, it was going to be, there would be snow everywhere. That's what we were afraid of. But we kind of lucked out. There was no snow yet. So I'm sorry that if it's snowing up there, unless you want snow, and then if you want snow, then that's a good thing, I guess. Keep it up there. We don't need that. We don't need that nonsense down here in Missouri, guys. We don't need that. Not yet, anyway. Maybe just a little bit of snow for sledding, but that's all. Okay. So, yes, rambling is how I roll. You guys know this. This would be a good time for a question or someone to talk about the Chiefs game or the weather or something fun like that. Ha, ha, ha. So I just like to doodle around the edges. I have issues with white space. I think that is one of the reasons why I started playing with the journaling pen. I just kind of have issues with white space. It's normal for this time of year in northern Minnesota. So the big old Lake Superior brings it on. Hi, gotcha. So you guys are like way north then, Jill. How far are you from the Canadian border, I wonder? One of my dearest, most bestest friends in the whole wide world lives right above me in the same time zone in Canada. And so it's always fun to hear how her weather differs from ours. Okay. So, okay guys, sorry. That's like the paint drying part. Super hot today. I know, Jane, because you guys are getting ready to move into my favorite season ever. Okay, guys, so let's go ahead and we're going to do a little bit of stamping. I love this stamp of the month. Love this stamp of the month using the back of my Fiskars Piercing Toolkit because it has this really great stamping surface, as I have told you guys like a million billion times. Oh, you're only an hour and a half from Canada. Oh my gosh, so you guys like are crazy north. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Okay, guys, so our tree today is going to be, I'm actually using the very same ink colors that I used in the original card. We're going to use black, the Archival Black, and the Willow, and then the pink that we're using is Pixie, okay? So, Archival Black, always, guys, and I tend to use the Archival Black even when I don't have to use the Archival Black, but today is a good reason to show you why you have to use the Archival Black. You guys hear me talk about that it's a permanent ink, and so if you re-wetten it, with another ink source, like we're going to do with the green leaves being stamped on top, it's not going to smudge or smear or run or bleed or anything like that. So that's why it's really, really important to use a permanent ink, especially if you're going to either, you know, color with markers or watercolor paints, or if you're going to re-stamp on top of it that could reactivate that dried ink. So that's what we're doing today. Of course, when we stamp the green leaves on top. So we have our Archival Black. And I've got my tree image here that you probably can't see. It's probably off camera. Let's see if we can do this correctly the first time and not botch it up since people are watching. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, perfect. Okay. And then our willow is the green. And I love this green, you guys. It's so bright and pretty. Love, love, love it. Love it, love it. Okay. So inking up our willow. This is, of course, this November stamp of the month is two-step stamping. So you have two images that are going to go together to recreate one. And I love it the way that they make those these stamp sets, because you, of course, don't want a green trunk and green leaves. You would like to have, you know, trunk color and green leaves, or purple leaves, or blue leaves, or whatever in the heck color of leaves you would like to have. But I love it whenever we have two-step stamping, because we have a lot more options as well. So we're just lining it up. That's the best thing about our clear stamps, is we can see right through them. Perfect. Oh my goodness, perfect. Okay. So our tag is stamped. We are going to go ahead and stamp our sentiment, which today for the card that we're using is Happy Birthday. And we're going to do that in the archival black as well. So I have my Happy Birthday already on my block here. Little tiny bit challenging looking through my phone to center this correctly. Just a little bit challenging. Oh, stamping, you guys, like so easy. A caveman can do it, right? I don't remember what that commercial was. Was it Geico? It wasn't. I don't think it was Geico. Something so easy a caveman can do it. I can't remember which one it was. Oh, you know what? I said we were done with our tag, but we're not. Oh my word! Someone is calling right when I'm on a video. Oh, it's a polling place. Aren't you guys gonna be as glad as I am whenever election is over on Tuesday? If you're not. Be quiet. Hang on, guys. Okay. Just hung up on them. They have been calling like stinking crazy. And I answered yesterday, and they still called twice after that. So if you guys aren't in Missouri, you probably don't have election people calling you. But in Missouri, we have midterm elections happening on Tuesday. So I'm going to be just real darn happy when those are over, because I'm over all of the trash ads. All over the trash ads on TV and on the radio and the internet and all that good stuff. Oh, Alicia, girly, I could hook you up. I'm considering, since you're local, I'll mention this. I'm considering starting back up. I'm going to add some dovetails and some journaling while I'm talking to Alicia, guys. But I'm considering, Alicia, starting back up some stamping classes or card making classes, scrapbooking classes, all of that back at the library again. I used to do it years ago. And I kind of started doing a lot of online stuff, and so I stopped doing a lot of the local events when my attendees kind of stopped coming. But I've had a lot of people recently, a lot of brand new people that have never stamped before or created scrapbook pages or anything like that before, and they're asking me, would you come and do classes so that we could learn? We want to start scrapbooking or card making. And I thought, you know, I have enough people asking me, maybe it's something that I should consider. So if you think it's something that you might want to take part in, I will totally let you know. It is really a lot of fun, and I was not kidding. This morning in church, there are times in the past that I really I have hired people to help me cut paper before, to keep up on all of my kit orders and all of that. So that might be something that I seriously, like, in all honesty, might hire you to come and help me in my office if you were interested in doing that. So we can talk about that more later. Okay, guys, we just dovetailed the end of our happy birthdays, and I'm just outlining the edges with my journaling pen because, well, that's just how I roll. It's just what we're doing. I know it's like watching paint dry for all of you guys that don't use the journaling pen. I just think it adds a little extra, just polishes it a little bit. Yes, it is totally a good time, Alicia. It is absolutely a good time. We used to really enjoy, card class or scrapbooking class there at the library, and it was just good girl time. Like, we had a good group of ladies, just felt like good fellowship every month when we would get together. So maybe we can get some of the old veterans to come back and hang out with us, and if not, we'll just have a whole bunch of new ones. That'll be great too. Okay. Oh, Karen, I hope you have a good day, darling. Thank you for hopping in while you could. Okay, guys, so now we're going to, this is going to be the fun part, all right? This is totally going to be the fun part. So if you've never put white table sugar on your card or hot pink table sugar on your card, you're going to do it today, all right? Or at least we're doing it in the Studio Suze. So I have grabbed, well, if I could maybe not throw my thin cut on the ground. Here we go. Okay, so this is another one of the little tiny thin cuts that come with Dale. Hush. Sorry. I tell you guys all the time, my puppy can hear me talk, and he comes to my window. Well, now the window is open, so he's really wanting to come inside. You should do the classes at the library. They sound fun. Everybody would love them. Oh, thank you, Jane. I think everybody did love them. There are a lot of people just kind of like life got in the way and they stopped coming on a regular basis. And, you know, sometimes life changes for us and that's okay. But I do totally miss a lot of those girlies that used to come. Okay, guys, so what we're going to do is I told you that we are basically creating, you probably can't see it very well. There is dimension underneath that tag, but I wanted to have that hot pink sugar underneath that that heart thin cut there. Now we are using what we call the Fancy Tags thin cuts, and of course it is a pull tab. Oh, hang tight, Alicia. I have one with a pull tab coming up. This is not a pull tab. This is like a stationary thing. You'll be able to write your message on the inside, but probably the one I'm doing tomorrow is going to have something like an interactive feature. It's going to totally be fun. Totally be fun. Oh my gosh. Oh, Joan, you mean we would actually get to meet in person? That would be a hoot. Oh my gosh. I would love it. I would totally love it. I did have some classes in the past in Humansville, which of course you know is in between you and I. So if I had a group and I could find a place to do it like in Bolivar or even Springfield, I would love to come down there and do them. That would be a blast. I just had to find the peeps. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to cut a hole with another one of the Fancy Tags thin cuts. Now on this thin cut set, you guys, it's a great big one. So we've got the great big tags, small tags, medium-sized tags. This one is a heart, and it has a hole in it. You can't see because my washi tape is over it, but this has a hole in it. So you could, of course, similar to here, you could thread the twine through it or put it on a string or whatever you might like to do. Of course, here is, well, since I have it here, I'll just show you. This is what the heart is going to look, what the heart actually looks like if you were to actually take out the negative space. So we use the negative space on this card, but today we're actually just using it to cut out the shape because we want to actually play with what is underneath here, okay? So what we're going to do, and you guys hear me say that I love to put washi tape on some of my dies when I stick them through my Cuttlebug because I don't want them to move and change position and that type of thing. So I want this heart to stay in the same position. I don't want it to move around and jostle around when I go to put it in my machine. So I just want the, I want the tip of my heart to cover up the tree. It's going to cut out the tree, of course. And what I need to do is you need to make sure, if you guys are recreating this at home, you need to make sure, remember I told you that we're recreating our own shaker window? Well, in order to do that, I'm using my narrow foam tape, okay? So you guys need to make sure that you're going to have enough space in between where this heart is going to cut out and the edge of your tag to place your narrow foam tape there. Because remember, we have to have a barrier to keep our colored sugar from flying out, okay? This is all going to make a little bit more sense when we get further into the video. But just make sure that you don't get your heart too far over to the edge of your tag because you want to make sure you have room for your foam tape. So that's why I've placed it where I did. So we're just going to, I'm going to come right over here. I'm not gonna Cuttlebug in front of you guys because it's gonna make you dizzy on camera, but we're just running it through. And my husband is messaging me and telling me that my brother-in-law is coming out with his bucket truck to put up my brand new internet booster. So praise the Lord, hope it works, but I might get interrupted, so I'm gonna have to hurry with this. Okay, so here is our inside portion. And again, guys, if we were going to, there's our negative. So if you were going to cut that out of pattern paper or cardstock or whatever, that's what it would look like. But we're just using the cutout portion of it today. So what we're going to do is, this is so crazy easy, you guys. There's nothing to this, but it's fun that you got home from a 2-day crop. Oh my gosh, Sharon, I hope you had a great time. Hope you had a great time. So these are totally fun to do, you guys. There's really not there's really not much to them. We're just basically building the specific shape that we need. And so what I did was I just took, this is just a little scrap piece of acetate. It's about, I don't know, 2 inches by 2 inches probably. So of course, if you guys is, if your heart, you know, your shape here that's cut out was bigger, you would obviously need a bigger piece of acetate. But you guys could cut down a page protector, or cut down a flip flap or something like that. This is just some scrap acetate I had in my stash anyway. So that's what I am using. But I'm just going to add a little bit of adhesive around the outside of our heart. And I am placing the acetate down. So now we have our front portion of our shaker window, okay? And you guys can use the little circles that come in the shaker sets if you would like. I just didn't need anything that big and I didn't really want to cut it down, so I just grabbed that little piece of acetate. So what we're gonna do is now we just have to build our edges again to keep our sugar in there. So we are adding some foam tape around the edges of the heart here. This is the first time, you guys, that I picked up foam tape since I started creating all of those shaker cards, because I have all those insides, those little inside leftovers of the shaker foam. And so this is totally fun that I feel like I'm never going to have to buy foam tape again unless I start doing these. So, oh, got it a little bit crooked. I need to put one little bitty more little tiny bitty piece in there, because remember, we really need this to hold the sugar in instead of letting the sugar fly out. In fact, I may stick another one right there. I was talking and not paying attention, like we all know this, right? Okay. Okay, so now we have our sugar. This is just like I did, showed you guys in the video. It's just sugar from the cabinet, and I dyed it with our Close to My Heart re-inkers. I dyed it right here in these little baggies. There's nothing, like no dishes to clean up or anything like that. Literally takes like 30 seconds to do this. So be sure to watch that video right here on the business page if you have not seen it yet. Be sure to watch that. So I'm just using my Cricut spatula and we're just kind of dumping some of this in there. Now I don't, you know, I always tell you guys with the shaker windows, we really want the insides to flutter around and fly around with a shaker window. I actually did not with this. I want this to be packed in here because what I really want is just the color and the texture to show through that clear acetate frame there. I don't really want it to shake around to see the backside, okay? Because there's really nothing pretty on the backside. I just want this to be a really cute little hot pink heart on my card. So just flatten it down with my spatula. Then we are going to peel up the backing of our foam tape. We're going to attempt, heavy on the word attempt, y'all, attempt to not make a mess. Attempt. Okay, so now this is just a little bitty piece of scratch cardstock, and we are going to place it. This is going to act as the back portion of our shaker window and keep everything locked inside. Locked inside, sealed inside, trapped inside, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, okay? So, now, oh my gosh, isn't that cute? Holy cow. Okay, I know my lighting really stinks, but guys, it's darn cute. It's like crazy darn cute, okay? So, then you have sugar all over your workspace, and it drives you crazy just like it drives me crazy. That's okay. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and put a little bit more foam tape on the outside. I'm actually going to use my leftover squares, like I always talk to you guys about. These are the leftovers of the foam circles that we use for the shaker windows. And I love them because I don't have to buy foam tape anymore. Love. Okay. Okay, so not going to take the backing off quite yet because we have a little bit more work to do here on the front. Actually, we're going to go ahead and put our twine on here. And I am just, my word, I have to hurry. Randy sent me a message and said that he's almost here with the bucket truck, so I have to hurry. Okay, guys, so I'm adding just a little bit of the mink twine, which is this really pretty neutral gray that I love. And I doubled it up, and I'm just going to thread it through the hole here. And it'll give us this cute little cute little topper up here. Without a whole, I tell you, without a whole lot of effort. It sure looks like I'm putting a lot of effort in here, doesn't it? Okay. And I do like to place just a little teeny tiny bit of foam tape here, because this is going to help the twine kind of stay where it's supposed to and not come unraveled, because really there's nothing holding it on here except for that foam tape. Okay. And I like to fray the ends of my twine. You guys know this. If you've watched my videos before, this is not a surprise. But I love to have the ends frayed, and usually it takes just a quick second, although it's being a little bit cantankerous today. It's because I'm in a hurry is why it's doing that. It's misbehaving. It must be boy twine, because the boys like to misbehave, right? Ha ha ha. Okay, so let's go ahead really quickly, and we're going to go ahead and put our tag on the front of our card. You guys, I know my lighting is really pitiful, even though I have these stupid expensive lights all around me, but I wish you could see how cool this hot pink sugar is. It is totally, totally cool. Okay. Oh my gosh, almost done, almost done, almost done. Almost, almost. Okay. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, I'm so glad it was helpful, Lorianne. I am so, so glad. I just have issues with my twine. I'm really, really particular about my twine. Have to have it frayed. Okay, guys, so we're going to add a few of the pink gems up here. So you guys know how I roll. I use clear gems and I just color them because I'm cheap, okay? So I'm using the pink marker today, and that is what, oh, I hear the bucket truck. That is what is going to give us these pink gems here. And this happens in like a split second, you guys. This doesn't take any time at all. Doesn't take any additional expense. It's very easy to do, like your kiddos could do this. But now instead of clear gems, I have pink gems and they match my project, and that is what I love. So let's grab piercing tool. Suze, where did you go? Okay, so we're just adding them. You guys know, always got to use the piercing tool to pick them up. That way you're not ripping your fingernails off and wanting to pull your hair out and all of that really fun stuff. Oops. I love the little pink birdie down here. I don't really know if there's pink birds or not. That didn't occur to me until after I chose pink for the bird, but I think it looks cute. I don't really know if there's actual pink birds or not, but there is on this card. Okay, so last thing that we got going on, guys, is we have the little happy birthday sentiments that we are going to, you guys know I love Dimension, and so love the gem idea. Oh, you did not know this, Linda. Okay, I'm so glad. I love doing that because most of the time when I'll do a video, someone will email me and tell me, Susan, I did not know that, when it's something that I did not think would be very helpful to anyone. So I'm glad that I still share that. So I have two layers here, guys. We've got the layer underneath the tag, and then I have another layer of the top pink sentiment up here, because I just am a layer girl, okay? So our bottom one, I'm just putting the regular adhesive on, and I want it to kind of cover up the edge of this little tree here, is what I like. So we're going to add him on there, and then this one we are going to add just a little strip of the foam tape. So it will pop up just a little tiny bit, okay? And we are going to, let's see. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. Oh my gosh, we're done, guys. We are done. Done for today. Oh, that's cute. That is absolutely cute. So cute. Okay, so original, there's the original, and here's today's remake, and I think that is blooming, blooming cute. I have an aunt that has a birthday that is just a couple days from Valentine's Day, so I think this will probably be her birthday card. It looks very Valentine's Day-ish as well. So, perfect. Okay, guys, this is today's recreation, so, I'll have something fun tomorrow too. I am getting like a ton of feedback on that really fun hot cocoa container that we did yesterday. So I'm gonna like, hang on, I'm just gonna grab it right behind me to show you guys again. Hang on. I seriously bet like 1 out of every 2 emails that I get is about this thing that I did yesterday with you guys. So you've got the little spoon here. Okay, this is what we did yesterday. If you guys want to see how we made this, I gave you all the measurements. Just look back at yesterday's video, okay? But like we've got the little spoon here, and I showed you guys how to put the spoon down there without actually like adhering it, where they had to rip something apart to get it off. And so then on the back, here is another one of those sentiments from that very same stamp set that we used today, that little sentiment stamp set. This little open me comes from the very same stamp set. So we've just opened it up. There's a little hook and loop dot. There is your Christ the Savior is Born, where you can write your Christmas message. And then there is your hot chocolate. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh, you guys. I've gotten so many messages about this video. I'm so glad that you guys liked it. So if you guys missed that yesterday, if you were busy or whatnot, go and grab that video, check it out, and maybe you will enjoy creating that really fun treat, little gifty as well. So that was yesterday's video. I'm so glad that you liked it, Joan. Did you stop your laundry and go make some? I remember you saying you were supposed to be doing laundry, but you might go to your craft room instead. So, but anyway, that is what we did yesterday, guys. So you can go back and check that out if you would like. But stay tuned. During the month of November, we're going to do lots of things with the November stamp of the month and that little additional sentiment stamp as well. So remember, guys, stamp of the month for only $5 with a $50 order, and then you're going to get the free pre-cut kit from me, the Happy Mail, the emailed files, and admission into the virtual class. I forgot to tell you guys that. We have a virtual class each month, and the people that grab the Stamp of the Month kit for free, because they got the Stamp of the Month for $5, that means that you guys are going to be admitted into my virtual online class. We're going to have a lot of giveaways that evening, but what we do is we actually go through and I put together all of those cards for you guys in real time. I don't have anything prepared. I put them together just like you guys do. My customers are welcome to craft along with me on their end of their computer or their phone. We have a lot of giveaways, and we talk about a lot of techniques and some tips and tricks, and just, it's just a good night of girl fellowship in your PJs. Don't have to get babysitters. You don't have to come and meet anywhere. It's just a good night of girl fun. So you guys will also be admitted into that virtual class when you grab the Stamp of the Month for $5. So the website is susanwilliams.ctmh.com, and all of the information about all my specific projects that I have created is over at justcrazyblessed.blogspot.com. So thank you everybody who joined me today. Joan, I'm so glad that you left the laundry and you went crafting instead. Don't tell your husband I said that, but that makes me giddy. I'm so glad that you guys joined me, and I hope that your Sunday is great or your Monday is great wherever you may be. So thanks for joining me, guys, and I hope you have a good one. I'll see you soon.